Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aaron with Aaron Fixes Stuff. With COVID-19 being here to stay, my girlfriend and I decided to create our own weights at home because it's impossible to find anything on anywhere really. So I went to Home Depot and picked up the supplies that we would need to create some dumbbells and a barbell. So the supplies you're going to need are, and there's going to be a list on the bottom with the ones I use, but some sort of firm metal pole that can be used as the barbell. And then we're going to take this one and cut it down to create two dumbbells. The weights are going to be made out of concrete, so I'm just using the fast setting Quikrete. So it's for post setting. Basically all you have to do is you put in the concrete, add water, no mixing necessary, which makes it a lot easier. And then for the weights, we're going to be using these HDX buckets, also from Home Depot. So we have 4 2.5 quart ones, so there's going to be kind of 2 on either side, and then we're going to make dumbbells out of those. And then we're going to use these on both sides for the barbell to make it a little bit heavier for squats, deadlifts, other stuff. I also found these clamps. They're 99 cents. And what that'll help us do is, if you want to add anything, I'll show at the end when we're done with the result, if you need to clamp anything onto there. And they're pretty sturdy, so they should hold. And that's basically your supplies, a level to make sure that the pole is going in straight. And like I said, when we're done, we're going to add a list of all the materials we use for this. Let's get started. My trusty assistant slash girlfriend who's going to help me, and we're going to do this together. So the first thing you want to do is, because if we don't get the bar in straight, when you do the weight, it's kind of going to be a little bit off. So you want to make sure that you're starting, first of all, with a level surface. So on your floor, a sidewalk, if you have a level, to make sure you're on a level surface is ideal. Put a level this way and then this way and make sure that it's level. And then you can start. So what we're going to do is we're first going to pour the concrete in, and then we're going to add the water into there. So just so you know, according to their specifications, so for a 50-pound bag, you would put 1 gallon of water. We're not going to be using a 50-pound bag for this, so we're going to see how much goes in. We're going to pour all the concrete in and then add the water into there. All right, so let's get started.
Are we leaving the thing on the end?
Yeah, we can. Okay, so you'll hold that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll pour concrete in.
Okay.
Hopefully you have a second person to help you with this. If not, you can pour just the dry concrete, then put the pole in, then add the water, and then support it up with your arms, or lean it up, or whatever you want, and however you want to do it. And this stuff can get kind of messy, so if you have a mask, you should wear one. I'm going to go get my mask and my safety glasses. So I'm going to start with this, pour water, and then add concrete, and then add more water, just to make it easier.
Things are happening.
And what's going to happen is the water is going to saturate the concrete mix. And that's really all you need to do. You don't have to add you don't have to mix or anything.
It's crazy they don't
all
have to
you
mix
have to do. So it's pretty simple to work with. Just a little tip, if you want to help it, you can kind of get one of these in there just to help the water saturate it all.
Can I do that this time?
Yeah, of course.
That's fine.
Go.
And do it right.
So just a little tip to make sure that you end up with the same weight on both sides. If you use the same bucket, just make sure that you stop at the same point on both of them. So in our case, we're going to fill them both until this line. Try to get it mostly equal or level on this line, and whatever weight that ends up being, we'll just have that times 2. So if we look at this, we can tell that we still need to add about 3/4 of an inch of concrete and water into this one before we have this weight ready to set. So we're going to do that. We're just going to add a little bit more concrete, a little bit more water, and we'll be done with this side. So the last bit of water is just going to sink in. If you look over here, if you bring the camera to the side, there's still a little bit that's not fully saturated with water, and that water is just going to seep in and get all absorbed. So that's a good amount of water over here. So while this one is setting, we're going to put it to the side and we're going to start working on the dumbbells. So I'm just gonna, oh boy, I'm gonna embarrass myself. Just kidding. And just place this to the side. Let it set a little bit. Okay. So next we're gonna do the dumbbells. So the ones we got are the 2.5 quarts. Each one is 6 inches deep. So that means we're going to stick the pole in 6 inches into here, 6 inches into the other side, and then something in the center to hold on to. So probably around another 6 inches of handle. So that's going to put us at 18 inches total. So I mark this guy at 18 inches, and then you can either cut it with the hacksaw and just do it by hand, just take a little bit longer, or if you have one of these, you could just do it and that'll do it a little bit quicker. Either way, they'll both get the same result. One will just be a little bit faster than the other.
If and when you do this, wear glasses. You can do it with the hacksaw still, but...
All right, just a little tip. After cutting this is going to be pretty sharp, so just be careful. Either use gloves or just put something on there just to keep yourself from cutting yourself. All right, so next, like I said, we're going to do the same idea with the bigger one, only with the smaller one, and just do the dumbbell.
Am I holding it straight up?
Well, we'll test it again in a second, so no big deal. So that's a good question. So if this is moving while you're doing it, don't worry about it, because you can always set it back straight as it's setting. And we saw that pretty quickly this will support its own weight, so you won't have to hold it for 20 minutes or an hour. Now what?
We set it aside.
All right.
Hello, our camera died. It's been how long? 2 hours?
It's been about 2 hours since we did the first one.
Yeah, we let them all
set. Obviously this one's good to go. It's not going anywhere, completely dry. So what we're going to do next is we're going to, again, do concrete, fill it up. We're going to put it back in. This one's going to be a little bit tricky because we're going to have to support it while we put it in. Another option to do would be to, once it starts setting, is to take out the pole and then put the pole back in. The reason I didn't do that is because I wanted actually to be this solid, because when I was thinking about it, instead of using these clamps, since she's almost as strong as I am, we're just going to be using the same weight. So instead of having this where we can remove the buckets from the pole, and then adjust the weight, we're just going to have it as a set weight. So what we're going to do is we're going to just put it in, and then we're just going to set it as one chunk. So we're going to flip it over, hold it, pour the concrete and water, and just do the same thing while supporting this. So let's get started.
Got it?
Got it. Okay. We just support it. You got it?
Yep.
Cool. So this is more of a temporary solution. I probably wouldn't, or I for sure wouldn't replace this with a gym once gyms open back up. But for now, as a temporary solution, I would absolutely recommend it. This step is not necessary. You can just let the water do its thing. I've just found that it's a little bit easier to do it this way and a little bit quicker.
Plus stabbing it is fun.
Plus stabbing it is fun.
How long should someone hold it for?
So with this one, take these off. With this one, just because this is going to be very top heavy because it is secured, we'll hold on to it for about 10-15 minutes. Just keep it here. So through the magic of editing, we're going to speed this up. All right, so as you can see, here are our dumbbells. So these two are still drying. The top ones are the dry ones. And then we have this setting. So the top one is dry. This one is the new one. We're just holding it for a couple of minutes until it starts setting. And once it starts setting, we'll let go of it. And that is my beautiful assistant. And that's it. We're almost done with this.
We'll show you the finished product.
And we'll show you the finished product and we'll rate them when we're done. So again, this is just a temporary fix for the gym. It obviously doesn't replace anything that we would do at the gym. We're well aware of that. But it's just an easy, quick solution and cheap for people who want to continue their workout routine while gyms are closed.
Okay, hi. It is the next day. We are working out with our new weights and they work amazingly.
Amazing.
Amazing. We have two ladders that are the same length, so we were able to make a squat rack. And then our dumbbells are working really well too. So we're gonna show you like a few exercises with them just to make sure you know that they work. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know if you have any questions below.
Thanks for watching and have a good day.
Have a great day. Like and subscribe too. Okay, bye.